when I came in January, he took me on the tour, the sightseeing tour, tourist tour. So I went to see the musicians of Bremen. I touched them.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of magic. This time work, man. All about work.
Yeah.
3 days of working. January when it was happening, and we were, I guess the One People idea was just about like music and bringing people together.
Yeah.
But now you fast forward to where we are now with my country, and half of England doesn't want to be One People.
Yeah.
They want to be like, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
It's so much bullshit for me, man. And so it's quite important, you know, in music to express yourself and how you feel and have a bit of a message as well.
Yeah.
As well as the bangers, you know. The important bit, we got to make the bass really good so that people want to play it.
Yeah.
But having that message, and I feel like, especially with what's been happening now, having this message of like One People, you can play this tune and it is showing how music brings everybody together.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the absolute madness, man. Every time you read like the newspapers in England, people are so angry, and half of the people are like, yeah, we just need to get out of Europe now, and other people, like on myself, I'm in shock.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, man. Some of my best friends are from Germany, and people I've met through music, and I get to travel and come to the countries and play music all the time. And I think I've done 6-7 gigs in Germany this year. So for me, it's beautiful to have all these cousins from different countries, you know, friends. And I think a lot of people in my country are just, I don't know.
It's
When
not
I
your
swear on the
country,
video,
it's the same over here.
they're fucking idiots. This whole idea, this whole Brexit thing, man, I think it's just so much bullshit. I think like we should be working together to be stronger as people together. So yeah, I guess although it just started out as like, yeah, we're gonna get in the studio and make a banger, we have got like a point, a message to it as well, which I'm happy about.
Yes.
Really young. I think when I was like 9 years old or something, we were at my old friend's house and we were in his bedroom, like playing computer games, and the door in the bedroom is like rattling, shaking.
Yeah.
We were like, what is that? We were like kids, we're like, what's that? What the fuck is that, man? And we're like, what is it? And he goes, oh, it's my brother has a sound system in his bedroom. And I'm like, what even does that mean? He's like, speakers, big, loads of big speakers. And I'm like, so what's that? He's like, it's the bass. And we were like, we need to get this. So he went and asked his brother and said, what was that music you were playing? And his brother was like, said to him, this new music, it's called Jungle. And he'd been recording it from, you know, in London we have like the pirate radio, which nowadays it's not, I guess you got internet radio and everything, yeah? So the pirates it's not as vital as it used to be. It used to be you could only hear Jungle on the radio if you knew what station to tune into, you know? And we were the first people that had that. So what we had was this cassette tape as well. So you see, this is how old it was. We had this cassette tape of a pirate radio station. I think it was like Pulse FM or Eruption FM or something. And me and my friend, we used to just play it every day through his little speakers. And then he was like, I want to get bigger speakers. So from like 10, 11 years old, we used to, every Sunday we'd be recording the radio, and then we'd be buying the cassette packs from the raves. Yeah. As we started to learn a bit more, you start to want to know who made the tracks. At first, you just have, you don't care, you just get the recording off the radio, innit? And you have the MC on top and you're like, that's a tune. Yeah. But then I wanted to know, what is the tunes? And I started to dig a bit further. And I think the 2 albums that did it is I've got Ronnie Size Represent, New Forms, the Goldie style, you know. And then I read about it in like DJ magazine or Mix Mag or something. Yeah. And I was like, right, I must try this. And I bought Timeless on CD. And then I was like, wow, okay, this is what I want to do. For me, that was life-changing because I'd already been in it for years listening to Jungle. I mean, like we used to get the old CD albums, Jungle Mania. But it was when I heard Timeless that I wanted to make music. I was listening to Jungle, I was amazed, I loved the bass, I loved the breaks and everything, but with Goldie it's just music. Like I've listened to the album so many times that my CD doesn't play properly anymore. And then I recorded the CD onto my computer, but the CD is knackered, so even though it's on my iTunes, it still skips. For me, it's like the perfect home listening album as well. For me, when I play old school, I think like Old Bad Company and Virus and stuff, because that were the first records I bought. 1 year ago, about this time actually, because it was Halloween, I did a gig in Bristol with Automate, a record label that I work with, Big up George, big up Steve, love ya. Yeah, so I've done this set with Eggman, and we were just basically tearing it. No nice tunes, you know, just all tech, bang, bang, bang. But I said to him, even at the start of the set, I said I'm going to finish with something very, very different. It was just 1 week after Diane Charlemagne had died. So, okay. Yeah, so like Diane Charlemagne had just passed away, right? Yeah. The voice of Timeless, of Inner City Life. Yeah. And for me, that's like the most important album in our music. It's Timeless. It's the most important music that was an album ever done. And then played Timeless from the very start. So you know you've got like 2 minutes of just pads and just singing and Timeless on repeat and repeat. And that's what we ended our set with. It was quite hard. It was an emotional moment because we're sort of thinking about, oh, this is the music that influenced me to want to go and do this and write music. And this person has died. I find that I often, when I play in Germany, I do play hard sets. I mean, if you've got a long set, you can play a lot of styles, and I really enjoy that. And I did on Saturday, played all sorts of stuff, but more hard. The hard stuff gets a bigger reaction. Whereas I think, say, if you're in London, the crowd are like super underground, and they all want to hear like brand new, never heard before, really fresh stuff. If I'm playing to a London crowd, they might be more open to like, oh wow, that's a new version of this particular tune, and the more rolling underground sound is really popular. Whereas I'm playing to the German crowd, I find that I get the biggest reaction with my music when I play my harder tunes. That makes sense. If I play my liquid stuff, maybe it doesn't get as big a reaction. On Friday, I played for a big promoter in London called Inner Soul. So they had Technomatic, New Tone, Lensman, Makoto, Marcus Intellects, Mark System, in that order, from midnight to 6 a.m. And it's crazy. Yeah, so I got the opportunity to play at their night on Friday night, and playing with Phil Tagent, doing our Philth Tagent thing, and we were playing much more liquidy stuff. And then I come out here for the dispatch party, 4 a.m, bang, bang, bang. That's what you have to do, isn't it, man? I really don't want to limit myself in what I play. And say if, for example, Lensman was playing, you sort of know what you're gonna get. Generally speaking, he's Lensman. He's got his super soulful sound. He's the king of that, man. Yeah. People know you for playing one particular sound, and I really, really don't want to do that. So for me, it's nice to have a liquid set on Friday and a harder set on Saturday, and to come out to Germany and play the like take your head off music. For me, the Philth Sound is all across the board, man. From really pretty liquid stuff to really hard, punch you in the face, mash music. So I guess to be able to come out here and do these gigs is really, really nice, because I know that the crowd are a little bit different. I know they're up for whatever I play, but I also know that I'm going to do half an hour at the end of the set where I'm going to go super hard, and maybe harder than I would be able to at a London gig. And it's fun for me. I think, I do play a little bit harder. Also longer sets as well, and I find that people really, really appreciate it. You know, sometimes, the London crowd or the London market, there's so many things going on. You've got like the option of, literally you have the option of going to Critical or Solution or Renegade Hardware all on the same night. It's madness, absolutely madness. And that's happening in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. That's like a real thing. So the crowds are spoiled, you know. So you have to bring your freshest underground, and you have to be on point for what the night is. Whereas when I come over here, I can play all sorts of stuff. I know that I can play whatever. And as I said, I know I'll end up playing harder as well. Yeah, so I'll be back.